Here we go. Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to Unfiltered. I need to change my banner there so we all know where we're at. I just realized that. And I am still with my other background, but I do have a new background coming. Well, I have it. I just have to go over there. So welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we are usually on another channel. That's why the sign behind me says titanium built. I guess I could turn the sign off. That might help a little bit. But this is Unfiltered with Tanya, the more unfiltered side to me, where we can kind of just hang out, relax, like be more, just chilled, in some ways. But in some other ways, I get fired up. When it comes to Bullhorn Betty, that's one of the things. When it comes to, Seth Rogers, I don't know what he is up to. I don't know what he's doing out there in the world, but it's not helpful. And then Tony is just, he's a whole like character in himself, So let's see who's in the chat and then we'll get started. So I'm going to actually be like when I do Unfiltered, if I'm not sitting here, because I might sit here sometimes, but I'm going to be over on the other side in my old studio. But I have like a little corner and I have like a cute little chair, and I never use that spot. And I'm like, why don't I use this spot for my Unfiltered channel? So you'll see a different background. But if you're into true crime, come check us out over on Titanium Built. We'd love to have you. And I'll drop the link for that channel throughout the live too. I don't have a Nightbot for over here. I don't know how to sync that up yet. So we'll get that figured out. And I'm going to change the music and the intro and stuff for both channels eventually. So they're all going to be going under a little construction. But hey, Ladybug. Hey, Chris O's. How are you doing? There's Mary Beth. You found your way over. Everyone found their way. Squeaky Wheel, Jamie, Phantom. Oh, come in. Catherine. Did I say Catherine? No, I said that in the other one. It's clue season. If you hear me say your name a bunch, just be like, oh, she doesn't know. Because I could have said hi in the last live and not realized. That's okay, Cheryl. You can always go back. It was about Leilani Simon. Her trial starts tomorrow, so. Yeah, they're very creepy. Very much so. Is she doing okay, your daughter, Cheryl? Hopefully she is. Hey, Cat's Life. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Boo Boo. Oh, look at your cat. Oh, you can see my dog actually back there tonight. The other one's, she's a gray ghost. They call them that. Like she's a Weimaraner, but they say that like she's blending in with the gray right now, but they do say from far away they look like a ghost or something. I don't know. Very funny though. Hey, Dreamcatcher. Hey, Shelly again. I think I said Shelly, but I don't know. Hey, Pam. Pam was like, I just got to the last live and y'all left me. I was like, I know. I went on a little earlier than usual, so. Love and Summer Moon. It's worth it. Phantom Growler. Yeah, premium. I must not have it when I'm under this account or something, because the first thing it does is give me an ad. And I don't like place the ads. You can place them where they're at, like put them, but I just let YouTube do that. And then I put it on like medium. So it's not like a bunch of ads, but it's not like where it's like no ads, because then you wouldn't make any money if you didn't have any ads. 3 trials. Yeah. So Richard Allen, Sarah Boone is jury selection, and Leilani Simon. Those are the 3 that I have. Which ones do you have SDL cards? Because you might have 3 different ones and we'd be I'll be really up it. I figured if anything, we could always like do one on one channel, do one on the other. Because I'm ADHD anyway. I could do 2 chats. Is that legal? I don't think that is. I don't think it's illegal. I'm thinking, I don't know. Did I say hi to Tony? See, this is what's going to happen whenever we have 2 lives. Hey, Tempest. Hey, Sailor. Welcome in. It's good to see everybody. Oh. Oh, they do mean business. Oh, I hope for his parents. Man, that's so sad. I mean, the people were just losing people. Delphi's starting tomorrow. I think tomorrow. Yeah. We can look it up real quick before we get started. Delphi. Wait, let me put in Richard Allen. Richard Allen. I should have put trial date. Monday, October 14th. That's the jury selection for him too. So Leilani Simon already has her jury picked. So tomorrow is opening statements for her. So I think opening statements is like I think it's like one of the best things to watch during a trial because they kind of tell you what they're going to give you throughout the trial in the opening statement. So I know that Sarah Boone, Richard Allen, they're both doing jury selection tomorrow. If they get a jury, they'll start. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time for both of them to get a jury sat. So yeah, if you do decide, I don't know if I have it up here. Like I can go over here and here. And maybe go like this. There we go. I'm going to put the channel link for my other channel, for the true crime channel in the chat, just in case you guys, if anyone's watching the replay or anything, you guys aren't subscribed over there, because that's where we'll be doing it. So it's not, I thought I had it written as that. That's not Reach, Sarah. I have it in one of my books. It's the 17th. You're right. So why are they having jury selection so early? Wait, it's the 14th. Because it's the 14th and it does start the 17th. And 17th is coming up that fast because that's my birthday. I just realized that's not like a couple weeks. Like, Ladybug. I forgot what the day was. Thank you, Mary Beth, for gifting a membership. Thank you. That's very nice. It's clue season. Got a membership. Your bank's closed? So, because it says on here the 14th, and it did say that in my notes. It said that it starts the 14th for jury selection and then the 17th for the trial. But I know it was the 17th because I keep saying that the 17th is my birthday, and then I forget when his trial is. Someone will ask me, when's Richard Allen's trial? I'm like, I can't remember. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's on my birthday. Is it really? Pam, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pam. Oh, I hope you had a wonderful day today. I hope you had a great day. I hope you had a great birthday. What happened to him, Sailor? We were just talking about football in the last live. Okay, so as you're writing that, I'm going to get this pulled up. I couldn't find, now I don't know if it's scrubbed from the internet or what, but I could not find the interview from Vinnie Politan and Seth Rogers, like closing argument, like the original video. So this is the video from another channel, and I'm going to tell you who they are. It's Hindsight 2002, not 2020. So I'm going to put her or his link in the chat as well, because this is the only place I could find the video. I couldn't find it like anywhere else. Well, I'm sure it is somewhere else, but I couldn't find it. Actually, before we watch that, let's watch this one about Betty. Okay, so I just saw this as I was like looking up stuff about Sebastian, like just Sebastian Rogers. This pops up. YouTube Bullhorn Betty must stay away from Sebastian Rogers' family, judge rules. That's not all that they ruled. It's not all that they ruled. So we'll watch this and then we'll go over and we'll react to the newest interview with Seth and Tony with Vinnie Politan. Now, why is she
Tennessee.
I was like, why is she making those circles? Okay. And thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. If you want to become a member, I'll drop the link throughout the live. Actually, I think I was going to pin it at the top and I forgot. Maybe I can still do it. If I go. Yeah. There we go. I'll pin the message up there at the top. But thank you guys all for being here. If you don't mind taking a second, hit the like button. It really helps get the video out. And we are a small channel, so we're trying to grow over here. We're trying to grow on both channels because we're small on both.
Where a hearing took place on Thursday in the case of missing teen Sebastian Rogers. The 15-year-old was last seen at his mother's home in Tennessee back in February. Sebastian, who has autism, disappeared overnight, leaving his shoes behind. The search has gone national, with some YouTubers getting involved, including Andra Griffin, a.k.a. Bullhorn Betty. In July, Sebastian's mother, Katie Proudfoot, filed a protection order against Bullhorn Betty, accusing her of harassment.
Oh, wait, they're all in there for probably other court hearings. I forgot.
The following month, Bullhorn Betty was arrested for violating the restraining order. Yesterday, the judge granted a new protection order against Andra Griffin. Both Griffin and Sebastian's stepfather, Christopher Proudfoot, spoke during that hearing. Take a listen to some of their testimony.
After being arrested, you still saw fit to continue your advocacy with a voices meeting, yes?
Sebastian matters to me a lot.
That's not what he asked.
How much?
I'd like to find the answers. I'd like to bring him home, and I'd like to bring him home safely, and I hope the application that we do, along with other people like me, help aid in that effort.
When did you first come to Sumner County, Tennessee about the Sebastian Rogers case?
I think I arrived here, it was June 22nd, but it was in the evening, so it was just basically checking into a hotel and, resting because it was a long drive.
Okay. Then what did you do?
He didn't ask you what you did. He asked you what time you got there, Betty.
One of the main key factors of this case is that the child disappeared between midnight and 6 a.m. So one of the first things I wanted to do was preview the area at night to see what it looked like. I've never been here. I know nothing about this area. I know nothing about how dark it is outside or what certain lights are where. And the only way you can get that information is previewing it at the time of night that it allegedly happened.
Or how about you're not a damn investigator, Betty, and you leave it up to the investigators to do that kind of stuff?
And as as being a investigative reporter, I do look into those. I look into factual information, whether things hold water or can be disproved.
So what did you do?
I got up, I took a stroll, and of course I have a dash cam in my car, so I just click it, and I basically...
Well, let me ask you this. Where were you staying?
She's in the middle of answering your question.
Pardon?
Let her finish.
Pardon?
Sure. So I was staying in Goodlettsville
Go
at a
ahead.
hotel.
Go ahead.
And so I was just, I have a dash cam, and so all I pretty much did is, I think it was less than 20 minutes, 25 minutes from the time I left my hotel to the time I got back. And I just drove through and got a nighttime view and looked at everything that we saw on the news, just to get a lay of the land. A lot of people were making a lot of allegations related to the video that was seen, and I wanted to see what the shadows meant, where the lights were, just a lay of the land, so to speak.
Please.
There was plenty of video of people already cruising around the house. You didn't need to go do it yourself. You could look on someone else's YouTube.
Be very certain with your answer. Have you ever intentionally communicated to Christopher Proudfoot?
I do believe I did respond to him at some point in this.
You responded to this text?
Yes, sir.
How did you respond?
There was also some threats of violence toward me from a content creator named Ricky Don Smith.
What?
And I had asked him, this is a person he's been on her channel with multiple times, and I asked him if he could please stop her from threatening me.
Stop who from threatening?
Ricky Don Smith.
That's a damn lie.
What are you afraid of from Andra Griffin?
What, am I directly afraid of, sir? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, when you make a video threatening that you want to bring a gun from another state to this state, directly in videos related to me, my wife, my family, that's a threat. Plain and
Sure
simple.
is.
Okay.
She also said she was going to bring me a
I know.
machete, for the record.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Would you agree that of what's seen and heard is, I've heard,
I'm not an expert to make the
do you believe everything on the internet to be truthful?
possibly. Maybe.
Further, Your Honor.
Questions? Yes, Your Honor. That Ms. Griffin never directly called you, texted you, correct? Besides exchange receipts,
Hasn't contacted me other than via
contacted you based off of,
hundreds.
is it possible to avoid the media circus that surrounds Ms. Griffin's conduct?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Personal phone number that way?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any other social media accounts?
Have account, sir. That's
Okay.
it.
But is there contact?
Yes, sir.
To be following, updating you on the latest developments throughout the day right here on Court TV. Attorney
I don't know why it was jumping like that at the end, but man, I wish we could have seen the whole thing. I want to see the whole thing. Thanks, Mary Beth, for gifting another membership. I didn't even see who got it. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's because I'm all the way at the top of the chat. That's why. Dreamcatcher got it. Oh, there's like a, oh, is that a, you son of a, is that, did I get it? Something bit me on my back tonight, and I don't know if it was in here or if it was when I was out, but I thought I just saw like a little mosquito or something, but I think I'm just seeing stuff. So sorry about that, guys. I'm like looking down. You're probably like, what is she doing? What is she even doing right now? But I thought I saw something, but I didn't. Oh, thanks, Cat's Life, for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you so much. I believe it, Phantom Growler. He did a video and he had like 200,000 or 400,000 like views in like the first hour. It was like one of his little hurricane videos. I was like, dang, get it done, JLR. Good for him though. You know, I mean, he works hard. He does. He works hard. I can admit that. He's always online. He's always doing something. I don't know why this is blurry, but it kind of is blurry. Now, where did you guys all see this before I play it off of this channel? Where did you guys see this interview if you saw it? Because I haven't seen it yet. So I'm watching this with you guys for the first time. It's not a spider. But there was a clear one in here the other day. I don't know how they get in here. You know, like every once in a while you get like a little critter. Ugh. Oh, you saw it on Queen Bee? I wonder where she got it. Did she get it from here? Like, I'm wondering if, because I couldn't find it on Courttv, and I'm wondering if they scrubbed the internet of it. Wait, she actually had a video of it. Hold on, let me go to her channel. Because I remember. See, hers is only like 11 minutes. And this one's like 14, I think. Well, we'll just keep the one that we have on there, but let me see, actually. Oh yeah, she has like a camera, like it's like her phone's, so this would be just as good. It's crazy though. Do you think they scrubbed the internet from this? Oh, thanks, Cheryl. You just gifted 2 memberships. Thank you. Thank you, guys. They took it down, Celestial Sky? I thought they did. Okay, so which one is it on, Mary Jane? Which, like, do you know? Is it still up? They took it down? It shows on my page not available. This is where you saw BHB? Okay. Oh, man. Someone thought Courttv pulled it, but I heard today it was hidden on their website under another name. Because there's nothing with, like, even their pictures on there. Oh, Cheryl, thank you. Thank you for so much for gifting memberships. You are the best. Thank you. Tony's wife. Oh, Tone's wife came. Probably couldn't get on the internet, because he told her to stay off of that. So this is hindsight 2002. That's what I'm gonna say. And that was 9.8K views one day ago. So maybe they did take it off. We'll have to find it. Okay, that's the video that I'm using. Okay. Now, only thing I do know about this is because we had a members live today. Music City Mom told me about what Seth does say about Katie never loved her son. I did hear that already. So I'm glad the Music City Mom broke that to me, because if I would have heard that live, blind reacting, my chair would come out from underneath of me. My ass would be on the floor. I'm not even kidding you, because that's what. So when I do hear it, I know I'm gonna be mad, but I said this in the members live. You don't talk bad about your ex. If your child comes up missing, unless there's something really needs to be talked about. Katie has not done nothing to be talked about like this. It's just, it's insanity to me. It's insanity.
Tonight, Sebastian Rogers' father.
And I bet you Vinny Politan is probably going to come out and apologize. Vinny, you should have probably stopped this interview.
Father Seth Rogers is with us, and the Rogers family spokesperson, Tony Mathis, is.
That's so weird to be sharing a hotel room. I don't know why. I just think that's weird.
Well, thank you both for coming here.
There's that green shirt.
What's your reaction, Seth and Tony, to what happened today or yesterday in court with Bullhorn Betty? And what are your thoughts about Bullhorn Betty and what she's been doing?
Well, Vinny, first off, thank you for having us tonight. Let me be crystal clear about something. That entire.
Did he say crystal clear? Now, Betty, now, Tony, your best buddy, you can't be wearing that shirt anymore now, because your best bud just said crystal clear. Let me make this crystal clear. Who the hell do you think you are to come at Vinny Politan like that? I'm sorry, but that's kind of outline. Let me be crystal clear. No hellosies. Thanks for having us on. We're looking for Sebastian. Okay, let's see how long it takes before they even bring up Sebastian. And I know it's going to be Vinny. It's not going to be them.
Entire family lied under oath to get those protective orders. This family has spent
So I wonder if he can get in trouble for saying stuff like this.
More time trying to silence people than they've spent looking for Sebastian. We know for a fact that there's no proof that Sebastian walked out of that home, and it makes you wonder what else.
Okay, no proof that he walked out of the home, right? Right? Okay, right. We're gonna go with this. There's no proof that he walked out of the home. So Tony, is he inside in the walls? Right? Because there's no proof he walked out of the home. Now, did Katie take him out in the car? Don't you think a video camera would surely pick up a freaking vehicle? It's probably not going to pick up a kid dressed in all black at night where there's no street lights, but it would surely pick up a vehicle coming out of the driveway. So tell me how that makes any damn sense. Tell me what they're talking about when they say that Sebastian never left the house. What does that mean? What does it mean? What do you mean when you say that? He's not, because look, if you're thinking logically, we learned this when we're little. If he's not outside, he's inside. Tony needs to be asked that question. Tony needs to be asked that. What do you mean? What do y'all mean when you say that? You think that Katie snuck him out in the pickle bag? I think that'll be picked up on camera because she put him in the car and had to drive him away, right?
they're lying about. Spent looking for Sebastian. We know for a fact that there's no proof that Sebastian walked out of that home. And
there's no proof Sebastian walked out of that home. So he's inside then, just chilling, playing his Nintendo Switch this whole time.
it makes you wonder what else they're lying about, Vinny. It also makes you wonder what would happen if Sebastian would have been able to file a protective order against his stepfather.
Seth, your reaction to what happened and what is happening in all of this.
Wow. He just said that. Wow.
My professional opinion, I would say something along.
There ain't nothing professional about him. Now let's just keep that 100%.
The lines of Chris and Katie did something to my son. They're using Sumner County to cover it up and to hide themselves from the.
Because they have ties with Sumner County, right? But you surely don't have ties to the sheriff's department or whatever that you work for, Seth Rogers. Surely not. Surely not you, even though Katie nor Chris work in corrections or in the sheriff's department. But you do. You do. You do, Seth Rogers.
The actual law.
And let me ask you, Seth, and we have no independent information. We know that police are saying there's no suspect. No one's been named as a suspect in any of this. But this seems to be, at least from my perspective, Seth, is it a change in the way you are seeing what has transpired through all this? Are you seeing things differently than you did before?
They shouldn't, because there's nothing freaking different. Look at them shaking their head.
It's the evidence.
We're only a minute and 48 seconds into this. I'm so sorry, guys.
I still believe my son is alive. I still believe he's somewhere. But the fact is that he was at their house last. There is no evidence that he ever left the house.
So where's he at?
And they, as Tony has stated, they have spent more money and time trying to get people to not speak about Sebastian than speaking about Sebastian. Sumner County hasn't come out since April with anything.
They put up like 1,500, 2,000 for billboards. They had like the nicest, like, I guess, signage that you could put out there. They went and gave that to the YouTuber or the TikTokers to put out. What do you mean they're not spending money on this? They were out searching for a week with SF and Clue and her husband. But when you're threatening a family, they're allowed to stand up for themselves and get a protection order. Look at the lady that you're defending. I mean, I don't know what you got for her. I don't know if you got the hots for her or what, but I think you just like toxic people around you. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because everybody that could have done something good for this case, you've pushed them away. You've pushed them all away. Now you've got Bullhorn Betty. You got Tony, Nick the Hat, Hong, and Dog the Bounty Hunter. And where the hell have the last three been? I don't know. You tell me.
And Katie won't come out and speak, won't ask for help.
She comes out and she speaks. She just doesn't speak to you. She doesn't have to. I wouldn't want to neither.
And Sebastian, I really have to say that she never loved her son. And on top of that, I have the DCS reports that I've written.
I have the DVRO reports where there's bruising around your son's neck and on his face. And if Katie is saying it's from you.
That I have literally took me an attorney to get them. Sebastian deserves a restraining order from those two psychopaths.
That's your opinion.
Tony.
Yeah. Look at their faces. That's literally only a face a mother could love. And I'll say it. And that's no allegedly or in my opinion. That is only the face a mother could love. Katie, honey, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know if this was like a drunk night one night and you got knocked up and you're like, well, shit, I'm sticking with him. But I have, man, right, that's what I say. I said, if Sebastian, just imagine this. Seth talks like his son is dead. I'm sorry, but he does. Even though he's saying, I hope he's alive, I think he's alive, he's talking and acting like he's dead. The way he says things. His mother never loved him. What father would ever say that to their child? Imagine your parents telling you that, saying to you, imagine your father saying, your mother never loved you. Oh my God. Just oh man. Yeah, what did the pro Seth people think about this? That's what I kind of want to know. Because I mean, I'm in shock. I'm in shock.
Now, you've accused them of lying, the Proudfoots, right?
Bad parents would say it. Yeah. My parents were going to get divorced when I was 15. And my mom never said anything bad about my dad. And my dad never, ever said anything bad about my mom. Quite opposite of both, actually. I mean, I think that I agree with Katie in not talking to Seth. Look at him. I mean, you see him, he's talking on 50 to 70 interviews by now, right? So we get what his personality is. He sexualizes everything. He says his son's alive and he thinks his son's alive and he's looking for his son, but we've never seen any proof of him looking for his kid. We've never seen him out there searching. We saw JLR take some B-roll. That's it. That's all. They have all these fundraisers going to the freaking bar. Let's go have a drink. Let's meet at the bar first and then go ride motorcycles. Let's do that. That sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a perfect idea in a child's name. And then we're going to give the funds to a dog shelter or whoever. Why don't you take all those people and go out there and search? Because that would actually involve you guys doing something. And before y'all even say it, I already know what they're going to say. We're not searching because we believe he's alive. I bet you. Mary Beth, thank you very much. Oh, love you, Tanya and Chad. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony can't keep his eyes wide. Yeah. He's tired. I have to see Duty Ron's live. I haven't seen it. Me too, Richard. Yes. When he said Katie probably rugged him, yeah. It's like, how could you say that? His mother never, like, Katie, if you hear this, like, damn, I need to make a video just for Katie video. Like, that's messed up. That's okay, Danielle. You're fine. But no, oh man. Because you know how much Sebastian loves his mom. You could tell by the way he was smiling in that shirt, the optimism shirt the day before he went missing, or the weekend that they went out that weekend. He had a big old smile on his face, like,
Right. So
they went out and they did, I'm going to stop one more time. This is it. They went out and they did some shopping. They went to the bowling alley. They went to eat. They had like all this fun, right? Every time we hear about Seth and Seth getting Sebastian. We've heard that maybe like it sounded like it was a made up story that they could go fishing at night. I don't even believe that for 1 second that they did that. But his would be he's sitting in my recliner, I'm sitting in my recliner, and we're playing video games. That's the relationship that it seems like that they had. Like I don't know. Now tell me Katie didn't love her son. In my opinion, she did. I believe they both loved him. But I believe that Katie loved her son more than anything in this world. That's why she went and she got the job in the military and she did all that.
What were they lying about from your perspective? And again, we have no independent information or confirmation that they said anything that was untrue or verification that what they said was true, like either way. But what?
Wait, remember Vinny last time he did an interview with Seth and Tony? And he had to cut him off and start the music. Didn't he learn?
What were they lying about from your perspective? And what's the evidence from your perspective that they are not telling the truth?
Well, they actually were lying, and it was proven in court that they were lying about what they stated in the protective orders, which was that she had had physical contact with them, that she was following, stalking, and harassing them. And even on the stand, Mr. Proudfoot admitted that he had never met her in person. So in my opinion, it's a little difficult to be stalking somebody that you've never met in person.
They never said they met him in person.
It goes to
the Bowersox met her in person. Terry is the one who said that.
Inconsistencies that have been told by Mr. Proudfoot since the very first interview. Not one of his interviews have matched up, Vinny.
Like what?
And when you say the interviews haven't matched up, you're not talking about. So I just want to make this clear to everyone watching. You're talking about the disappearance of Sebastian, not about 100%. Bullhorn Betty in this case.
Yeah, the Bullhorn Betty lies were just another long string in the lies that they've told since the beginning. If you go back and break the interviews down from the very first interview they did all the way from Nancy Grace and beyond before they quit coming out in public, you can see one inconsistency after the next. And the great thing about telling the truth, Benny, is when you're doing that, it's always the same. It doesn't change.
So what's the most material inconsistency?
Yeah, give us one.
That you believe has been stated from Chris and or Katie?
Regarding Sebastian?
Absolutely.
Regarding anything.
That's what I care about at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Many inconsistencies told about the phone calls, the time of the phone calls, the bedtimes, what happened.
I think that was like the first time they mentioned Sebastian's name.
After he went to bed, just, that entire 10 to 12 hour period, many inconsistencies. Also not rock solid alibis and a lot of time that's unaccounted for. They were also, probably the biggest thing, Benny, is that they told Nancy Grace that they were told by TBI not to take a polygraph, and we found out later from TBI that is 1,000% not accurate.
TBI never told you anything, Tony's baloney shamaloney. Do you think the TBI is actually going to give this doofus any question or any answers to anything? If he called and he said he knew where Sebastian was, I bet you they would try to vet him before they even went and looked, because that's how much he lies. He's a big liar face. And then Seth is over there not saying a damn word. That it's creepy. Stop moving in the chair like that, Seth.
That's a big one. Okay, Tony Mathis, Seth Rogers is going to stay with us. We've got more to talk about. We're going to take you inside the courtroom so you can hear some of the testimony from today. And you'll see Chris Proudfoot on the witness stand. Just want to make it clear, like the First Amendment versus prior restraint of speech is serious business. And the judge made a decision today keeping her away from them. But how far did it go towards what she can say about this case? We'll be back.
Have other people contacted you based off of Ms.
He did say at one point, like he would get on there and his friends would be like, hey, your son was on your gaming system or something today. I totally believe that he could have met somebody on the gaming system. Eating good on the donations. Yeah. Right, Mary Beth? Steak for you, a steak for you. And they're paying creators by giving them super chats. I'm not stupid. We're all not stupid. No one's stupid here. Nobody is stupid. The people that they are giving, like they're saying that they are the creators to go to, are not even true crime creators. It's like, did you guys fall down the wrong genre? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't want them to come to me. I'm not saying that. Please don't. Please don't. Actually, please come over and talk to me because I'll ask you some actual questions. I won't just be going and laughing and whatever. I would be asking some questions.
Griffin's conduct on her social media accounts?
Hundreds.
Okay. How often does that happen?
Daily.
Daily.
Is it possible for you to avoid the media circus that surrounds Miss Griffin's conduct?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Have people gotten your personal phone number that way?
Yes, sir.
Have they gotten your email?
Yes, sir.
They message you on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Okay. So that's Chris Proudfoot. Bullhorn Betty goes online, provides information, and apparently her viewers or followers are sending messages and attempting to contact Chris Proudfoot.
That must
So-
be Sonya.
The judge's decision has prevented Bullhorn Betty from contacting the Proudfoots. But what I heard in the decision was, it sounds like she can still talk about them. She just cannot contact them through social media, cannot contact them through text or email or any other way. He's got to stay away from them. I understand that decision. Whether you agree or disagree, it's up for debate, but that's the judge's decision. But it seems that she can still talk about them. Now, Chris Proudfoot was asked another important question when it comes to a restraining order, right? To prevent someone from going somewhere or contacting someone, there's got to be a reason. He's asked, why are you afraid of Bullhorn Betty? Take a listen.
What are you afraid of from Andra Griffin?
What am I directly afraid of, sir? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, when you make a video threatening that you want to bring a gun from another state to this state, directly in videos related to me, my wife, my family, that's a threat.
And she did say that.
Plain and simple.
Okay.
She also said she was going to bring a machete for the record.
Okay. Let's bring back in Seth Rogers,
He said that too.
Sebastian's dad, and Tony Mathis. Just a quick clarification. Everyone's watching that. Was she threatening to bring a machete to go after the Proudfoots?
Well, Vinny, you being one of the better investigative reporters in this case, you know that if you take a 4 or 5 second clip out of an hour-long video, you can twist that and turn that into anything you want it to be. When she was talking about the things that she was going to need to be walking through these heavily wooded areas, one of the things that she mentioned she would probably need is a machete. But you don't get to see all that because that doesn't fit the narrative. Does that make sense?
I get.
Oh, but she never brought them damn snake boots to freaking even go and search. So why would she need a machete?
That if she had stated that she was going to bring a machete, don't you think the felon that made the video for the Proudfoots would have actually clipped that in there? And it was
The felon? Okay, who are they talking about? What? Who are they talking about? Felon? Oh,
that she was going to bring a machete. Don't you think the felon that made the video for
whoops.
the Proudfoots would have actually clipped that in there?
So now he's accusing people of making videos on behalf of the Proudfoots? Who would make a video? They said felon. The felon who made the video. Like, are they talking about like a creator? Are they talking about like one of the creators covering this case? Like, I know that there are felon. I mean, there are people with felon that have felon records. You know what I mean? They just do. But why am I just? I feel like I have. So are they talking about like Queen Bee? Are they talking about, these are the names that are coming to mind, like Granny's watching? I mean, BHB has 44 damn charges herself. I don't know why she's saying it. They're saying anything about that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other people, but what the? This is crazy. No one's making videos for anybody.
And that she was going to bring a machete.
I see all that because that doesn't fit the narrative. Does that make sense?
On top of that, if she had stated that she was going to bring a machete, don't you think the felon that made the video for?
So he's trying to say that she didn't say that she was going to bring a machete, but she did. I heard it.
The Proudfoots would have actually clipped that in there, and it wasn't clipped in there. And if you notice, the attorney, that shyster that was sitting there,
he was just talking about the machete. He just said she was bringing the machete so that she could go and look, and then now he's saying she didn't say it. What? Tony just said she brought the machete with her to like help her search. And now we've got Seth over here like, nah, I shouldn't say that.
they're representing the Proudfoots and the Bowersox. When they asked
Clue? It has to be Clue, but Clue's not a felon, I don't think.
Chris the question, have you been contacted? They never asked who contacted them, because nobody that is on Betty's team or my team is actually reaching out to speak to these pathetic excuses for parents.
Listen up, Seth. Listen up real closely, okay? Right? Okay. Betty did say that she reached out to Chris Proudfoot in the beginning of this case because she tried to get Chris to give her an interview, and he said, "Hail to the no-zo." No. That's what he said. Not doing it. So then she got butthurt. She decided she didn't like the Proudfoots anymore. She came in this case 4 months late. I don't know why she's even over here. Betty, go work another case. Go torture another soul. Just kidding. Don't. Go get a job at commissioner's building or something. I don't know. Commissioner's office. Go do paperwork for them. I don't know.
And Benny, if you actually listen to what was said there in court, the attorney asked the question, have you been contacted by people regarding things that Betty has been saying?
Right.
The people that are contacting Chris are his people. They're not Betty's people. They're contacting Chris saying, this is what Betty said today. This is what she said yesterday. Well, all you've got to do is tell those people, if you don't want to hear it, to quit contacting you. That shouldn't make you afraid of a 5-foot female as a man that has a strong history of being able to deal with females.
And it's his stepchild. And if he doesn't want a certain YouTuber to cover his stepchild's case, he should have a say in that. Especially if he's with the mother of the child. But we don't care about that.
So let's refocus now and get back to where what this is really about, which is finding your son, Seth. So Sebastian, I'm sorry. Yeah, to find Sebastian.
We don't even know his name. I bet you if you would give this tape, someone please do this. I don't know the next time I'll be around someone to do it. I need someone to give someone this tape. Have them watch it. When they're done watching the video, don't tell them who it's about. Someone that doesn't know about Sebastian, you know what I mean, right off the rip, and then ask them, who was that about? Who was that video about? They'd say, I don't know. I have no idea what I just watched.
Your relationship with Sebastian's mom seems at this point is completely non-existent. I know early on there was talk about trying to work together, and it seemed like you were trying to come together to do something, but that just doesn't exist. What? So what is the status of the search for Sebastian? As you sit here tonight, what is going on? Who is doing what, whether it's law enforcement, any private organizations, members of the public, whoever? What is the status of all of that?
we have we have over 50 people that are working on this case.
Huh?
Just in investigators, FBI. I mean, been working with the FBI. That's how
Oh,
we got a reward out there. Sumner County.
you had zero to do with that reward coming out, Seth Rogers. Zero. The FBI only puts out a reward when they feel like they want to put out a reward. They don't work for you. I don't know why you're sitting here saying that they work for you right now, because they don't. They work for the state. And they're helping the Sumner County Sheriff's Department with the investigation. They're not running the operation.
The people that are in charge of Sumner County refuse to connect the dots. So we have to.
So what dots? What dots are we refuse to connect the dots? What do you mean? You know the dots to connect so we can find your kid? What do you mean? What dots? Someone explain that. They ain't got 50 people. He don't even know 50 people. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Oh, maybe casual art. Right? Little Irish girl. I know. He was supposed to give us weekly updates. We haven't got those. What are those at? And Cat in the Hat. Where's the nightly updates?
To go beyond Sumner County. My son is somewhere, and me personally, I believe Katie knows.
He done said it. Seth Rogers, I think you frickin' know. I think you know. I think you do. I think you know. Think you decided to have an alibi of that you were going to be at work that night. You did it that night. Maybe it even ties into the reason why he didn't go see you the weekend before, because maybe you had to prepare for all this. You know what I mean? Maybe it's you, Seth. Maybe it's you, Sean. Maybe it's you, Tony. But for you to sit there and say those words, that's crazy. This is national news. This is not someone's YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Even though that can be national. I mean, definitely. But this is Courttv. Now, you know what Vinny needs to do? He needs to let Chris and Katie come up there and run freaking wild. But they wouldn't. They wouldn't. That's the difference. That's the difference this whole time. This whole time has been the difference between Chris and Katie and Seth and whatever the hell he thinks he has going on over there with Tony. Like, I don't like the fact that Sebastian's father is this freaking rude to his mother. The woman who birthed him, at one point, he loved her. At one point. And now he's going to talk all this shit, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes me mad. In return, thanks, Mary Beth, for giving a membership. It makes me so mad. Like, them sons of bitches. These two guys. I'm surprised they haven't gotten sick of each other yet. Really? I mean, totally, really. And is this Tony's wife like sleeping in the background? Looks like her head's like this.
Vinny, you can tell that we're a little bit more uptight tonight than we usually are.
No, you're not any different than what you usually are. This is you.
But we've watched the antics. We've watched Chris smile and laugh and joke in court when we've got a broken father and Seth that's missing his son. You guys sent a very, very professional, independent camera and photographer to cover this court case, a girl by the name of Athena. We found out after the court case was over that Chris looked at her and winked at her in the middle of the trial.
Was flirting.
We've got a real problem with that when there's a missing child.
He's supposed to be married.
Yeah.
Vows not mean anything anymore.
So let's talk about this now. What there's going to be a lot of people watching right now and say, listen, I want to do something. I want to help. What can they do?
Give me money.
A lot of things, Vinny. They can pray. They can continue to spread awareness. They can put flyers up. They can talk about him in a positive way, regardless of which side of the family they support. Because remember, this is
Sebastian is a positive thing. No one's never talked negatively about Sebastian. I've never heard anyone talk negatively about him.
about Sebastian. It's not about Seth. It's not about Tony. It's not about Chris and Katie or any of the
Tell that to BJ when you go on her panel later tonight.
crazy grandparents. It's not about any of that. This is about Sebastian. And if you are here for Sebastian, your focus should be Sebastian,
Help
Wayne,
find
Drake,
Sebastian.
Rogers. That's it. Nothing else.
Absolutely.
He's the one missing. Unfortunately,
We do that. We do try to concentrate on him. But then you come out of here like a freaking tumbleweed and you just collect all this garbage and just spew it everywhere, wherever you go. Wherever you go. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
the judge wanted to sit there and offer his condolences for our loss. My son is missing. I understand that judge's child passed away, and that made him emotional in this case. Judgment from the judge should have been blind to begin with. He was emotional, and I'm pretty sure my son is lost. He is alive. He is missing. All right, that judge buried their child.
Seth Rogers.
Sebastian is alive.
So, yeah, that was probably not the right words to say, but I think that judge was trying to be kind. I don't think he was trying to be mean in any sort of way.
We're out of time for
again.
tonight, but I appreciate it, and we'll stay in contact. Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis. When
You
we
can tell he's pissed. Oh, you can. Did you see that?
tonight,
Did you
Sebastian
see that?
Rogers.
His head was shaking
Their child.
at the end.
Seth Rogers.
Sebastian is alive.
We're out of time for tonight, but I appreciate it,
Hold it again.
and we'll stay in contact. Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis. When
Like,
we
see, like he's pissed. Yeah, like he was mad, big mad that they cut the interview. I mean, but like they only give you a little bit of time. You know? I cannot believe that. So, Katie, you're not allowed to smile anymore. Don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Wow. That was a lot. He doesn't think that he says that Katie never loved her son. So there's no proof that Sebastian walked out of the house. I really want to know what people mean by that. Really do. I'm gonna raise my desk a little just so I can like cross my leg over. No, so that wasn't BHB. That was Tony's wife. Yeah, that was Tony's wife sitting there in the background. That must have been Tony's room. I'm assuming that was Tony's hotel room. And Seth probably, or Sumner County, they probably stayed in the same hotel. Because it only looked like there was one bed in there because I was looking. So I didn't hear anything about Sebastian. I didn't learn anything about Sebastian. I didn't hear where the hell to call if I had any freaking information about Sebastian. I didn't hear his weight, his height, what he looked like, where he was last seen, what he was doing that day, his favorite color. Nothing. I didn't learn anything. I mean, if I would have watched that with zero knowledge of Sebastian, who Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was, I would have been like, who are these two idiots? You know, like, it's crazy. They never talked about him. No, they didn't play nice. They didn't talk about him. Not at all. And now we can't find the actual original interview. Oh, wife or girlfriend, I don't know. I think that was his wife. I've seen a picture of his wife. Well, listen to this. This is a while ago, but I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times because this is just wrong. But Tony's wife was like liking TikTok. She liked to get on TikTok and use TikTok. Well, apparently, Tony told her if she can't handle what she sees on there, like from him and his 2 a.m. girls at the time, she could just keep her butt off the internet. Not a day in my life. Seth couldn't answer those questions. That's Carl, you're right. I couldn't answer them. Yeah, who are these two idiots? Yeah. Surely they didn't serve up common sense with them two. Uh-huh. Yeah. Damn, yeah, he's bullying, isn't he? They dirty deleted Dolly too. Wow. Vinny should have called on long ago. Carl. He knows better than the last interview. He had to cut the music, remember? Because they just be saying stuff. Like, I couldn't imagine going on national television and looking like that. Like that, you look like a freaking fool. And can someone cut his hair? Like, I don't know what's up with that. It looks like a piece of poop hanging when it's like braided. It looks like flings over. I'm sorry, I'm being mean, but we got to do something about the hair. The hair is not working. Maybe we'll have some luck if you cut it or something. Give it to Locks of Love. He does seem like a skilled liar. Richard, yep. Seth can eat, sleep, smile, laugh, go out to eat, date, grift, pop pills, go on vacation, but Katie, don't you dare. Yep. Complain about an injury, but don't you dare, Katie. Don't you dare, you know. I don't like Vinny right now. I'm upset with him. And I was about to get me a Vinny cardboard cutout to go with my Nancy. I never thought Vinny Politan on TV was a good idea. Well, he has a YouTube too now. I do like Vinny Politan, but not right now. He made me mad. Let's see if there's anything. I know that we'll go over this on another live, but I guess the lab did an interview with Seth and Tony as well. And I think it was recent. I think they were trying to say like all of this was like planned or whatever, like planned out. Let me see. I don't know if it'll pop up. It might. Actually, I want to keep this on here. Let me see if I can look it up. Yeah, it was just 21 hours ago. And it's a pretty long interview. So we'll go over that in a couple of days or so. I'll review it for sure. Maybe in a day or two. Because we have to get we have so many cases. What happened? Like, we just named them in the beginning. So we've got Delphi, Richard Allen, Sarah Boone. They're both tomorrow's starts jury selection for them. Leilani Simon's actual trial starts tomorrow because she's already had jury selection. So make sure you go, if you want to watch Leilani Simon's trial tomorrow morning, make sure you go to the main page, hit yes. That way I know whether to stream it or not. If I get a lot of people that actually like take the poll and I get a high amount of number, percentage, I'll do it. But I want to make sure that if 20 people vote and everyone votes yes, like 20 people, I think I'd probably fall asleep on y'all. No, I probably wouldn't, but you never know. No, I just wouldn't want to waste you guys' time for that many. So if you guys do want to watch the trial, I'm either way. But we could do that tomorrow morning. It starts at 9 a.m. Her trial does. I like opening statements because it usually tells you what they're going to talk about during the whole case. Also, who else do we have? Narish Bat just went back to court. Nothing's really new. We haven't found Mamsa Caffel Bat yet. His ex-wife now that is missing, presumed dead. We have a bunch of Kohlberger documents to go through. I feel like I'm gonna be reading for the rest of my life during those. So we have a bunch of documents to go over in Idaho 4. And then the God's Misfits, they go back to court, I think, December 17th. But I do want to do like an update because I think there's an update on that. But I don't think I did the update yet. I don't think I did. And I think that's it. Katrina Barr, we're just waiting for her next court date. So yeah. They're all guilty. Just skipped a sentencing, Richard said. So people are saying tomorrow's a holiday, but it starts tomorrow, they're saying. I'm going to double check. Let's see. Because what month are we in? Okay, so what's tomorrow? I don't know what tomorrow is, though. Let's see. Well, where did I find it earlier? Jury selection is said to be on October 9th. Okay, that we saw that. No, that's not it. Where did I see that earlier? It might have been here. It says her trial is scheduled to begin Monday, October 14th. Yeah. Columbus Day's tomorrow? Well, apparently in Georgia, they don't care about Columbus Day. So none of y'all get your money if you're getting paid tomorrow, but Leilani still goes on trial. You could always go down the Leilani Simon rabbit hole. It's actually pretty good because of the YouTubers that decided to get involved in that case, like Bullhorn Betty. We just literally went over on our live over on the main channel. We went over the Leilani Simon case and went over the YouTubers and what they were doing, like doing the mostest, like getting arrested, Dolly. Showed pictures of that, showed videos of like Bullhorn Betty just screaming out of the microphone, or all the things in front of the sheriff's office. Because that's what she does. I did see something on the live. I heard like 2 seconds of it, like literally 2 seconds. And it was something like, we meant to talk like that. We meant to do that or something. And I'm like, nah, no, you didn't. Yeah, the guy that didn't discover, but he discovered it, Carl. What they don't teach in school. Man, I wish I knew. You were, Richard? Yeah. It was Indigenous Peoples Day. Oh, so that's not like they probably don't consider a national holiday, even though they should. Used to be Columbus Day. Oh, so they changed it. When the hell did they change it? I didn't even know that. I don't celebrate Columbus Day, though, really. So it is a national holiday. Now I'm confused, too. We're just going to say it's both. Because I think it probably was the old Columbus Day. Like, I thought Columbus Day was in like February. That's probably President's Day. Let's see. What's Monday? Okay, let's see your national holidays. October 14th. This is Columbus Day still. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's check 2025 and see if it changes. Oh, no. I don't think it did. Let's check 2030. Oh, wait. It just changes the date. I'm like, what does this do? What does this do? Let's go over to Twitter and see if there's anything. That we need to know. Look at this. The scene of the start of the Richard Allen's trial. Jury selection tomorrow through Wednesday in Fort Wayne. Now look at that Capitol building. That's a pretty nice Capitol building. Where I'm from, we have a really nice one. But no cameras inside. So that kind of stinks. Let's see what Nick's been up to, if anything. October 5th, that's when he was just, being stupid, being Nick. I don't think he's been on here. So since October 5th, good job, Nick. You're doing a fantastic job on the Sebastian Rogers case. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, champ. Still waiting to know what phase 1 was like, but you'll tell me in due time, I'm sure. Let's see what Bullhorn Betty's up to. We're just going to keep going to like random people's things. Oh, October 5th. Like, look, she's been quiet too. Why is everybody so quiet for? Huh. $16.86. Squeaky. I had a glass of wine last night. And Vincent did too. I was like, what? Is it indignant? I can't say that word very well. Indignitious People's Day? Should be. But it says on here Columbus Day still. So maybe they're celebrating together, but I don't think it should. I think Columbus, dude, you didn't find nothing. Take the Mayflower and go back somewhere else. And maybe just go down a couple notches or something, but people were already here. I mean, ain't that a bunch of shit? Hey, Sue, with the heel. I'm still recovering from drinking with my son-in-law Friday. I drank one glass of wine and I was ready for bed. I was like, I'm done. Like, I could have went out. We could have went out. But by the time we went back to the hotel, I was like ready to change. I had the cutest little outfit on though. And I didn't get any pictures in it. I actually got one picture, but I'm wearing 2 different shoes because I'm asking Vincent to like tell me which one looked better. And he took a picture. So now I got to wear the outfit again. It was like green, hunter green, and it was a one piece. And it was shorts, and it had like a little belt. It was cute. It was cute. And then I bought this denim one, like this denim skirt, but it was like a one piece skirt. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it was cute too. So I have plenty of things to wear. Oh, before I get off of here, I wanted to tell you guys this funny story. So, I don't know. I think I told you guys this. There was a pumpkin pillow at Target. I really wanted this pumpkin pillow. It looks like something that my grandmother probably would have had in her house. It's just like, I don't know, the colors of it. It's like beige and then rustic like leaves. And it's just a pillow. No purpose. It's just a pumpkin pillow, Well, I saw one at Target and I was like, that's cute. And I like remember pointing up and there was a bunch of them and I was like, those are cute. I should get one of those sometime. And I saw this like rustic blanket and I was like, oh, that'd be so cute together. Had it in my head. Went back to Target like the next day. There was none of these pillows left. And I'm like, what is going on? Right. So then I'm in Columbus. I look, no pumpkin pillows there. I get online. They're sold out. They're sold out everywhere around me within like a 5-hour radius or something. It wasn't 5. It was like, well, within an hour and a half. So, and I didn't know that's how close it was, or I probably would have drove up there. But we went to a Target last night. Was it? Yeah, last night. Of course we did. We had to grab a couple things for the hotel. But I was like, let me just see if they have this pumpkin pillow, because they sold out of the pumpkin pillow and the blanket. Like, it was like someone else had my idea. I walk around the corner, and behind this pillow, you could see the pumpkin pillow. I ran over to that pumpkin pillow so fast. It was like Christmas when they had the Tickle Me Elmo. Or how about Cabbage Pouch dolls when they dropped in the 80s? It was like that. Like, I was going to beat off people if I had to, just to get it. And then I looked up and I saw the blanket and I squealed. I was happy. And Vincent was like, your birthday's coming up. And I'm like, I want this. And he's like, so he got it for me. I was so excited. I did a TikTok. I have to just like edit it of me like putting it on my chair, because I was so excited just to put that pumpkin pillow out there. But man, it's just a pumpkin pillow, but I just had to have it. It was like something like just in my brain. But I was like that with the coat too, which I meant to show you my new coat. You remember the Tickle Me Elmo? My nephew got one of them damn things. I don't know how my brother did it. I forget how we got it. Like, because I just remember we were always at the store looking for them. We couldn't get it. And then when we got it, my dad used to be able to sound like Elmo. It's like, why are we getting him an Elmo when he has a full grown Elmo right here? Just dress Grandpa up. But he got one. Thanks, Harley Ryder. I am so glad I got it too. I found that pillow. I was so proud. It was literally right there. It was just in perfect spot. Vincent probably thought, I wish you would have got me on camera. Now that would have been funny. Because literally, like, my legs were like, I was running so fast. Your mom sounded like just like Grover at times. Really? My dad sounded just like Tickle Me Elmo, just like Elmo. Like, and it was just so funny. He could do the laugh and everything. I can't do it, but my dad could. I miss that. I had the Cabbage Pouch dolls, but and they were so ugly. They were cute, you know. They were pretty ugly. But my nephew had the Elmo. He loved it. He loved that thing. I wonder if they still have that. Oh gosh, I had the Furby. A boy bought it for me, Mom's Becca, when they were like $85 when they were just came out and you couldn't get them. And I remember they're like $85, and that's expensive nowadays for a toy. But remember back then, this was 90s. And they literally, this little boy bought me one and brought it to school as like a Valentine's Day or something gift. And I was like, I can't take this. Like, this is so much. Like, I can't take this. And he was like, no, I want you to. Like, the little boy's mom knew. And I'm like, what? She's like, he saved up all of his money. And I'm like, oh my God. I had the thing forever. My dad loved it. I had a glowworm too when I was a kid. Carl, yep. When I was really little. I think it was actually my brother's first. And then my mom gave it to me. That's so funny, Danielle. You thought it was creepy? They were those Furbies were creepy. Oh, I bet that was cute. I bet the patients liked it if she did that for them too. I would. But I'm gonna jump off here. I don't have anything else to really for you guys. I'm gonna jump off just in case Vincent's getting ready. He's getting ready to be home. But if you did miss our live on our first channel, check it out for your girl. It was over Leilani Simon and her court and everything tomorrow. So I will, if we get a good response, I'll come on and do a live in the morning. We'll cover Leilani's trial. Make sure you go over to the community page and, answer whatever you guys want. Yes, no. Or if you just want nightly recaps, I put that as an option on there as well. So let me know. Yeah, the Furbies were. And oh, look, the dog switched beds. I didn't even notice they did that. Look at her head hanging out. She's so funny. Say what? They released Furbies again. Way too much money now. All probably just like they were back then. Good night. I'm like, night, night. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off here. Yeah, I might be back on in the morning. You never know. If everything goes as accordingly, I will. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Yeah. My watch told me to go to bed by 12:15. I guess to get good sleep. I don't know. My watch told me. But thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. This is Unfiltered. So if you guys are not subscribed over to my main channel, you know, it's not really my main channel, but it's the bigger of the two, Titanium Built, and you're into true crime, make sure you're over there. I forgot the Titanium Built logo up at the top, the black thing, but that's okay. I forgot to change that over. But I'll see you guys all in the next live. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.